turning off I-15 in southern Montana at the village of Dell, we are heading west onto the Big Sheep Creek Backcountry Byway. The byway is a 50-mile journey on solid gravel roads with a cornucopia of geologic wonders to see. As we approach the Tendoy Mountains, if you look left and right towards the base of the slope, you can see a small break in the slope. That's an expression of a fault, a normal fault. In the past 4 or 5 million years, movement on that fault, due to uplift by the buoyant Yellowstone hotspot, has created this mountain range that we're now set to explore. As we start into the Big Sheep Creek Canyon, you can see the walls are a pale yellow rock. Let's go check that out. So here we are, a few miles in to Big Sheep Creek Canyon, and we wanted to take a look at the main rock type in here, and it is the Madison limestone. So you can see here a bunch of layering in the limestone, and then also caves like are common for limestone. The karst nature of it. It slowly dissolves with the mildly acidic rainwater that we get. One of the incredible things about this part of the canyon, I'm just right above Big Sheep Creek, which is down to the left, is you can see the layering is folded. Just beautiful folds. So if you look straight up at the outcrop here, you can see the layering is folded back on itself. And this is just a phenomenal example of rocks that have been tectonically altered. So we've had a lot of tectonics in this part of Montana, and folds like this would have happened during a compressional event. So these mountains were created through an event of extension. We saw at the range front, the normal faulting, creating the Tendoy Mountains up above the valley. And then what they're doing is they're taking previously compressed rocks, like these Madison limestones, and raising them up into mountains. Just a spectacular spot. If you look around here in 360, you can see the amount of Madison limestone, and right here we have both karst action to create these caves and these beautiful folds. What a great spot in the Big Sheep Creek Canyon. So this is a pretty incredible spot. I've managed to scramble up this hillside right above Big Sheep Creek, and I'm actually inside the Madison limestone. And the Madison limestone makes up the cliffs around here, and of course it is calcium carbonate, and that calcium carbonate slowly dissolves with the mildly acidic rainwater that we get. So the rainwater percolates through and creates what's called this karst topography. In this case, it's creating a limestone cave. And so came up in here, nice and cool in here on a beautiful August day here along Big Sheep Creek. Just a wonderful spot. As we continue along the beautiful byway, I'm in search of evidence of a large meteor impact in the rock record. Let's cruise on and see if we can find it. Well, I'm out here on the Big Sheep Creek Backcountry Byway, and it's absolutely spectacular. I'm in a north-south trending valley created by modern tectonics from extension caused by the Yellowstone hotspot. And I'm looking for something I've only ever seen in the Mineral Museum at Montana Tech, and it is a shatter cone. So know that it's in a sandstone, and that sandstone is a belt rock, so about 1.5 billion year old sandstone. So I have maybe a possibility of finding it here. So it's in a sandstone, so let's see. Yeah, we have an old sandstone, just you can see here little quartz crystals glinting. And so looking all around here, what I'm trying to find, whoa, I think I found it here at my feet, is a plume structure. And there we have it, right there. But I found that on the ground, so I'm also going to look for an outcrop. And what this is, these textures are from a meteorite. In this case, they think it was between 4 and 10 miles across and created a crater, one of the biggest in North America, at about 100 kilometers, about 65 miles in diameter. Here we go. So looking at this face, I start to see this kind of plumose structure right here. You can see it lit up by the sun, and this is a shatter cone. You start to see it a little bit more around here. Wow, this is incredible to see. And so one of the reasons they know this is a shatter cone is because under the microscope, these quartz crystals are shocked. So they show deformation signature of being shocked. And the only way to do that is at an event so fast and violent to create this material. So there, you can start to see it. Once you see it, you get an eye for it, and you just really beautiful texture of shatter cone. So again, it's thought that this was a meteorite. A meteorite hit this belt rock, 1.5 billion year old sandstone, about 900 million years ago. And now we're starting to see it everywhere. So these shatter cones were formed about 900 million years ago. Now they were formed near what is now Challis, Idaho, quite a ways south of here. And they were translated on Cretaceous age, 60, 70 million years ago, faulting, brought them north into very southwestern Montana. So again, you start to see it everywhere when you look around. This is just spectacular to think about. This event, 900 million years ago, being preserved in Montana, figured out by geologists. And I've spent a couple days out here looking for it. And I finally found it. Man, you just have to love Montana geology, especially on a wonderful August morning like this. Oh, so good. This has certainly been a spectacular drive with amazing geologic stops along the way. Smooth roads, great rocks. I'm told there are some fossils at the very end. So let's get there and see if we can find them. I'm at the very end of the Big Sheep Creek Backcountry Byway. What a wonderful drive it was, and amazing geology we saw along the way. Right now I'm at the spillway for the Clark Canyon Reservoir. Clark Canyon Reservoir has, just over that hill to our left, has Camp Fortunate. And that was a big meeting between Lewis and Clark and Sacagawea's brother to trade horses. So thinking about that some 220 years ago, in 1805, makes you think you're looking into the past. However, this hillside here, sort of the berm on the west side of the dam, makes you really look into the past. We're in the Madison Formation. It's Mississippian time period in age, so some 320, 30, 40, 340 million years ago. And I just took a quick look around, and here's my bounty from just a very quick look. So I found this, what I think is a crinoid stem that was just weathered out and laying in this pile. You can see here a bunch of little bivalves and things like that. Some sort of horn-like looking fossil. So amazing life here in the Mississippian period. Greater than 300 million years ago. And what a wonderful, relaxing way to end the journey on the Big Sheep Creek Backcountry Byway. Another incredible spot here in Montana.